Good evening, everyone, adopted community particularly, and not even just to the adopted community. This is not just for the adopted community, but it is targeting the adopted community, whether you be the adopter or the adoptee. Um, this is for you guys primarily, but also to educate whomever, if just in case you don't know, a FYI type of situation. um, I struggled with the idea of sharing my story. I struggled with it. I struggled. I've been struggling with it for the last at least 10 years. I've been struggling with sharing my story. Self exposure in particular is tough. Believe it or not, self exposure is so tough. In particular, if you are going to put it out there for the world to um, share their opinions, or now they're going to have opinions because you put it out there. So it is difficult. This has been a difficult journey. um, the decision that I made to decide to start just open, just hey, let it all hang out, let the cat out the bag. um, Again, this is a, what do you call it, this is like a um, this is a transparent moment. It was transparent last week. It was really extremely transparent last week. Um, However, the night before, I struggled. I seriously, legit struggled with, oh my goodness, Andrea, you're going to have to do this at some point. And it's no time like now. It's either you use the bathroom or get up. So I decided to use the bathroom. For lack of another analogy right now, this is real. This is how I do it. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, it was so difficult to do. Self exposure. It's crazy. I was a million things went through my head. One of them was, oh my gosh, how are people going to perceive me now? The cat is out the bag. You're going to let the cat out the bag. You're going to begin to start telling your story. And how are people going to perceive you? How is your family going to perceive you? How are others going to perceive you? All of these things went through my head. And the one thing that pushed me forward was, Andrea, you have been sitting on this too long. And what are they going to do? What are they actually going to do? What is going to actually happen if you start telling your story? Nothing. There are so many people, other people out here giving out, sharing content, about all sorts of things. Um, why not? Why can't I share mine? What's wrong with me sharing my story? What's wrong with me putting adoption on the forefront now? What's wrong with shaking things up, stirring it up, taking it, like I said, take the analogy I used last week. What's wrong with taking it out the closet and dusting it off? I'm like, oh hey, here's adoption. Let's talk about it. But I struggled. I so struggled. Like I said, I lost sleep last week. Um, Surrounding this topic, I'm like, oh God, Lord, help me. I do not want to talk about this, but I need to talk about it because not only is it going to be helping me, but it's going to help others. I know it is going to help others. It is going to help others at some point. I don't know when, but it's going to help others. Um, Needless to say, after I shared that video last week, um, all sorts of anxiety. I experienced anxiety. I experienced depression because I was talking to, at the end of the video, I talked about my mom, my dad, which are my rock. They were my absolute rock. You talking about safety net? They were my safety net. They loved me literally just like God loves all of us, unconditionally. They never gave me any the any type of feeling that I wasn't accepted, I didn't belong, I wasn't loved, that they were not there for me at whenever it was, whatever time of the night, whatever time of the day, they were always there. So after talking about, starting to talk about my story, me being adopted, as well as talking about my mom and dad that are not here anymore, it sent me on a whirl. I went on a whirlwind. I went through a whirlwind of emotions, um, roller coaster, anxiety, depression. Yeah, I yes, I did. Still am feeling some type of way. I really am. But I have to talk about it. I have to be transparent. If I'm not transparent, then I'm not going to help anyone else. I know I'm not the only one that feels or has experienced the things that I have experienced did feel and am feeling. I know I'm not the only one. The best thing for me to do is to be completely transparent. My parents did not raise me to be docile, to sit in some corner and be, they did not raise me to be meek. That is not my MO. Not meek. Sorry. Let me retract that. They did not raise me to be timid. I was not born to be. I wasn't born timid, and I'm not going to start now. Just not going to do it. It's not going to help you, and it's not going to help me. So I'm in your face. This is why I'm so close all the time, because I want it to be personal. I want it to be a personal experience as I continue to go on this journey. I want it to be, it's personal. It's personal to me, and I want you to feel like, what's the word for it? I want you to feel like, you're a part of my journey, and I want to be a part of your journey. Again, as I was telling you last week, I want this to be a open dialogue. Dialogue meaning you talk, I talk, or I talk, you talk. I would love to hear your stories as well. I'm going to, at some point really soon, create a platform where, other people's stories are shared as well. Because I want to hear it. I want to hear it, you guys. I want to hear your input. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your experiences on being adopted, or even if you were the one that adopted. I want to hear your stories. It's important. I want to start this. The whole point of me doing this was, one, to share my story, to hear your story, and to create a dialogue, to evoke some type of thought, feelings, whatever the case, surrounding adoption. It is cool, yes, but there are other things that go into that. It's not just a bubbly feeling. There are a lot of other things that are tied into it. I'm not going to stay on too long tonight, but I just wanted to come on and share where I'm at right now. I'm feeling all types of anxious, but I'm going to continue to move forward with it. I'm going to continue with it. I have to. I just can't. I cannot back down now. I will not back down now. Again, this is just all about being transparent, just like I was last week, but this is just about the after effects of me actually sharing or beginning to share my story last week. A ball of anxiety. I've had to really steal away and consult God. Like, just be like quiet, like seriously, Lord, all the worship songs, all of whatever the case, I could possibly draw up the Bible and, Ecclesiastics and Psalms and Proverbs, all the scriptures in my arsenal, I had to pull out this week because it's been a doozy. Did not expect it. Maybe I did, because that's how the enemy does it. Once you start being obedient, he comes. So, to be expected. But I will not be moved. Simple. I will not be moved. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm going to continue to share. I'm going to continue to talk. Thank you guys for listening. I'm not going to stay on too long. It's Sunday night. People are with their families, or just relaxing, getting ready for the week ahead. So again, thank you for listening to me. I just wanted to let you know what I have been experiencing. It has been a doozy. Continue to pray for me as I pray for you guys. Alrighty? Have a good night. Stay tuned next week. Hopefully my mind and my emotions will be in a little bit more in line or calm because I'm all over the place. I've been all over the place since I let that video out last week. Okay? Alright guys, have a good night. Again, remember, even if nobody else accepts you, I do. Okay? You got that? Good. All right, guys. Take care.